Welcome to the deep dive brought to you by EasyMasterAI.com. Today, we're really getting into something exciting, a practical blueprint, you could say, for anyone looking to tap into the huge revenue potential of artificial intelligence. We're going deep into James C. Tanner's book, The AI Profit Blueprint, a guide to generating income through artificial intelligence. Our mission, simple, really. We want to pull out the absolute key insights, help you understand how AI can be this powerful tool for making money, starting with the basics, moving through real uses, and even looking ahead. Get ready, because this might just change how you think about AI and profit. Okay, to really graft how AI can generate income, maybe you should start at the beginning. What is artificial intelligence, fundamentally? This thing that's changing everything.
Right. Well, at its heart, AI is about getting machines to do things that, normally need human smarts. Thinking, learning, solving problems, understanding language. But what's really key, and Tanner makes this clear, is just how broad it is. It's not just one single technology. It's an umbrella term covering big areas like machine learning, natural language processing, that's NLP, computer vision, robotics. And because it's so broad, that's exactly why the potential for profit is so massive. It can literally touch almost any part of a business.
It really is amazing how fast it's moved. Can you give us maybe a quick history lesson, just enough context to see why it's exploding now, commercially speaking?
Sure. Yeah, the idea itself isn't new at all. You had pioneers like Alan Turing, John McCarthy back in the 50s dreaming about this stuff. But for a long time, progress was, well, pretty slow. The real turning point, the thing that set the stage for today's profit opportunities, was deep learning. That breakthrough, which really took off thanks to, tons of data becoming available, big data and much more powerful computers, that allowed AI to learn these incredibly complex patterns from raw information. That's what led to the big jumps we see now in voice assistants, image recognition, medical diagnosis, everything. It's that ability to efficiently process huge amounts of data that really unlock the commercial side of things.
Okay, so that evolution, it's definitely led to real world impact, not just theory. Where are we seeing AI really make a difference in terms of, the bottom line for industries?
Oh, absolutely. And the AI profit blueprint gives some great examples. Take healthcare. AI isn't just helping doctors diagnose, it's speeding up drug discovery like crazy, analyzing potential drug compounds in days instead of years. That slashes R&D costs and gets crucial medicines out faster. That's huge value.
Wow.
And in finance, AI algorithms are catching fraud with incredible accuracy, saving banks and institutions millions. Plus, they're optimizing high-frequency trading for serious gains. Manufacturing sees boosts too, AI-powered robots increasing productivity, systems that predict when machinery will fail before it happens, cutting downtime.
Right, avoiding those costly shutdowns.
Exactly. And transportation AI optimizes logistics, finds the best routes, makes autonomous vehicles safer. It all leads to big cost savings and even entirely new ways to offer services.
Before we get into the how of making money with this, what are the sort of core ideas, the terminology maybe, and also the practical challenges someone needs to be aware of?
Definitely need a handle on the basics. Machine learning, the system's learning from data to predict things or make decisions without explicit programming. Very foundational. Then deep learning, which is a sort of supercharged version of machine learning using these layered neural networks. It's great at finding really complex patterns automatically. Natural language processing, NLP, that's about machines understanding and using human language. Think chatbots, translation.
Okay.
Computer vision lets machines see and interpret images or video. And reinforcement learning is how systems learn the best actions through basically trial and error, getting rewards for good moves.
Yeah.
These are kind of the engines driving it all.
And the challenges, because it can't all be smooth sailing, right?
No, definitely not. And the book stresses this. Implementation success isn't just about the tech itself. You need solid data governance, making sure your data is high quality, handled ethically, securely. You absolutely have to test your AI models thoroughly. Check for biases, check for errors, because mistakes can be really costly.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Cybersecurity is obviously critical. You're often dealing with sensitive data. And maybe most importantly, the long-term success and profitability. Building trust. That means making AI explainable so people understand its decisions. Designing systems that are easy and intuitive to use. And staying on top of regulations, like data privacy laws. These aren't just side issues. They directly impact whether your AI venture will actually be profitable and sustainable.
That's a really important point about trust and the practical side. Okay, so let's dig into the engine room a bit more. Machine learning, you said it's foundational. What are the main types and how do they link to profit potential?
Right, so James Tanner breaks it down into three main types in the book, and each has different ways it can make you money. First up is supervised learning. Think of it like teaching by example. You feed the AI data that's already labeled, meaning you provide the input and the correct output.
Okay, like showing it pictures labeled cat or dog.
Exactly. Or emails labeled spam or not spam. This is fantastic for making predictions. A spam filter saves you time, sure, but think bigger. Predicting which customers might leave you. If you can predict churn, you can step in, offer a deal, and keep that revenue. It's about using past data to drive future profit.
Makes sense. What's next?
Next is unsupervised learning. Here, the data isn't labeled. The AI's job is basically to explore the data and find hidden structures or patterns all by itself. Imagine finding groups of customers who buy similar things, but you didn't know those groups existed beforehand. That could reveal a whole new market segment to target.
Ah, so discovering opportunities you weren't even looking for.
Precisely. Or it can be used to simplify really complex data, making it cheaper and faster to store and analyze. Direct cost savings there.
Okay, and the third type?
That's reinforcement learning. This is where the AI learns through trial and error. It performs actions in an environment, gets rewards for good actions, penalties for bad ones, and figures out the best strategy over time.
Like training a robot to walk.
Kind of, yeah. But think business. Optimizing a complex delivery network in real time to find the absolute cheapest, fastest routes that cuts fuel costs, delivery times, potentially saving millions for a big company, or optimizing energy use in a building or a smart grid to cut waste. It's all about finding the best, most profitable way to operate in dynamic situations.
It's really fascinating how these systems actually learn. Now, you mentioned deep learning earlier as being behind some of the really big breakthroughs. What makes it so powerful, particularly for generating profit in areas like, say, understanding images or complex language?
Yeah. Deep learning is where things get really interesting. Its power, as the book explains it, really comes from its structure, these deep neural networks with many, many layers. Unlike older methods where humans had to carefully select the important features in the data, these deep networks can learn incredibly complex patterns automatically, straight from raw data like images or text.
So less manual work, more automation in the learning itself.
Exactly. That makes them highly scalable and adaptable. And for profit. Think about more accurate medical image analysis leading to faster diagnoses, which means better patient outcomes and lower healthcare system costs. Or think about recommendation engines on sites like Amazon or Netflix. Those deep learning models get really nuanced at figuring out what you'll like, which keeps you engaged and boosts sales significantly.
Right. Those recommendations can be scarily accurate sometimes.
They can. And it's that ability to process huge amounts of data, big data, and find those subtle, valuable connections that really drives profit in those complex areas.
So how do they actually build these things? How do you train and refine a deep learning model to get those kinds of profitable results? What's the secret sauce?
Oh, well, the secret sauce involves a few key ingredients. The core training technique is called backpropagation. It's basically the method the network uses to adjust its internal connections, its weights, to reduce errors based on the feedback it gets.
So it's constantly correcting itself.
Constantly fine-tuning, yes. And how it makes those adjustments is guided by algorithms called gradient descent. They figure out the most efficient way to tweak the parameters to minimize the errors. Think of it as finding the fastest way down a hill to the lowest error point.
Okay.
But there's a big potential pitfall called overfitting. That's where the model gets too good at the specific data it was trained on, but then fails miserably when it sees new real-world data. That's obviously bad for business if your predictions are unreliable.
Right. You need it to work on stuff it hasn't seen before.
Absolutely. So the book highlights regularization techniques. These are methods like dropouts or early stopping that help prevent overfitting and ensure the model generalizes well. It makes the model more robust and reliable for actual profit generation. And finally, there's hyperparameter tuning. This is like fiddling with the settings of the training process itself. Things like how fast the model learns to squeeze out the absolute best performance, optimizing the optimization process, essentially.
Got it. That sounds complex, but crucial for getting real value.
Okay, so we understand the tech a bit better now. Let's talk practical applications driving profit. How are machines learning to, actually understand us, our language?
Right, that's the realm of natural language processing, or NLP. The goal is pretty straightforward. Get machines to understand, interpret, and even generate human language. And the practical uses here are directly generating value. Think about intelligent chatbots. They can provide instant customer support, 247, which drastically cuts costs for businesses compared to human agents.
Yeah, I interact with those all the time now.
Exactly. Or they can act as virtual sales assistants guiding customers. NLP also drives sentiment analysis. Companies can automatically analyze reviews or social media comments to see if customers are happy or angry.
And react quickly if there's a problem.
Precisely, which helps protect brand reputation and retain customers, directly impacting revenue long term. And don't forget, automatic translation NLP breaks down language barriers, opening up global markets, huge potential there. Okay, shifting from language to sight. How is AI making machines see? Computer vision, you called it. That sounds like it has some really specific, powerful business uses.
It really does. Computer vision aims to give machines a human-like ability to interpret visual information, and for profit. The applications are massive. In autonomous vehicles, it's essential for spotting pedestrians, reading traffic signs.
Yeah.
That directly improves safety and enables the future of self-driving trucks for logistics, promising huge efficiency gains.
Sure.
In healthcare, it's helping radiologists detect subtle abnormalities in X-rays or scans much faster and sometimes more accurately than the human eye. Faster diagnosis, better outcomes, more efficient healthcare.
That's incredible.
It is. And think about manufacturing automated quality control. A camera system using computer vision can spot tiny defects on an assembly line instantly, reducing waste, ensuring better products. That hits the bottom line directly.
And bringing it all together, AI combined with physical machines, robots, how is that changing work and driving profit?
Yeah, this is where robotics and automation come in, powered by AI. It's important to differentiate slightly. Robots are the physical machines. Automation is the broader idea of using tech to do tasks without humans. In manufacturing, AI-driven robots on assembly lines work faster, more accurately, and around the clock, boosting output and cutting labor costs dramatically.
We've seen that developing for years.
Right, but AI adds a new layer of intelligence and adaptability. In healthcare, you have robotic systems assisting surgeons with incredible precision, leading to better outcomes, potentially shorter recovery times. Logistics warehouses are being transformed by automated systems using AI for sorting packages, managing inventory, getting orders out faster and more accurately.
Like those Amazon warehouses.
Exactly like those. And even agriculture is seeing it. AI-powered drones monitoring crop health, robotic systems for planting or harvesting. It boosts yields, reduces reliance on manual labor. The key is AI provides the brain for these robots, allowing them to make autonomous decisions and adapt, making them truly powerful profit drivers.
Okay, this is really where the profit blueprint comes in. We've got the tech foundations. How exactly do businesses or even individuals start making money with AI? What are the big strategies Tanner lays out?
Right, this is the core of it. Tanner's book really hammers home that AI isn't just a nice-to-have anymore. It's becoming essential for staying competitive. It's about streamlining how you operate, making customer experiences way better, and finding totally new ways to make money. The book keeps circling back to how these key technologies, machine learning, NLP, computer vision, robotic process automation, or RPA, are just fundamentally changing how business is done.
It gives examples, right?
Oh yeah, big ones. Amazon uses AI everywhere. That recommendation engine drives a huge chunk of their sales, and they use RPA heavily in their warehouses for efficiency. Netflix, their whole business model relies on AI recommending content to keep you subscribed.
Keeps me watching, that's for sure.
Right. These aren't just tech experiments. They're examples of how AI has completely disrupted industries and created massive profitability. They're blueprints themselves, in a way.
So what are the specific direct ways Tanner suggests for monetizing AI? How do you actually do it?
Okay, the book lays out three main direct paths. First, develop and sell AI-powered products or services. This means creating something new that has AI at its core. Maybe it's specialized software that uses AI to automate a task for a specific industry, or an intelligent chatbot designed for, say, real estate agents, or a predictive analytics tool that solves a common business headache.
So building something new from scratch with AI.
Exactly. The trick is finding a real market need, a pain point, and offering a unique AI solution that provides clear value people will pay for.
Okay, what's the second method?
Second, you can leverage AI within your existing business model. This is often about getting quicker ROI by improving what you already do. Think about using AI for hyper-personalized marketing campaigns. Targeting the right customers at the right time boosts conversion rates. Or using AI to optimize your supply chain, cutting waste, reducing inventory costs, speeding things up.
Like using AI to make current operations more efficient and profitable.
Precisely. Even automating customer support with AI chatbots can slash operational costs, while often improving response times, which customers appreciate. It enhances your current revenue streams and cuts costs.
And the third one, you mentioned AI-generated content earlier.
Yes, that's the third path. exploring new markets with AI-generated content. This is a really interesting emerging area. It involves creating things like articles, marketing copy, videos, maybe even music, using AI tools, and then monetizing that content. You could do that through ads on a blog filled with AI articles, partnerships for sponsored content, or even subscription models where people pay for access to unique AI-generated insights or creative work. It's a way to scale content creation and potentially open up entirely new revenue streams.
That's fascinating. So for someone listening who's thinking, okay, I want to do this, what are the practical steps? How do you actually identify these opportunities and set yourself up for success, according to the blueprint?
Yeah, practical steps are key. The book really emphasizes a structured approach. First, and this sounds obvious, but it's critical, identify genuinely lucrative opportunities. That means doing your homework, serious market research. What are the trends? Where are the unmet needs? What problems are customers really struggling with that AI could uniquely solve and create profit from?
So don't just build AI for the sake of it.
Absolutely not. Find the business problem first. Second, you have to focus intensely on selecting the right data sets. Data is everything in AI. You need to think about, is the data available? Is it high quality, accurate, clean, relevant? Poor data leads to poor AI performance, which means no profit.
Where does this data come from?
It could be public data, your own company's data, proprietary data, or data you get from third-party providers. But quality is king. Third, you need a solid ethical data acquisition strategy. How will you get the data you need? Maybe through ethical web scraping, strategic partnerships, or purchasing it. And you must pay close attention to the legal side data ownership, privacy laws like GDPR, getting proper consent. Getting this wrong can kill a project fast.
Yeah, compliance is huge.
It is. And finally, the book stresses continuous data evaluation. AI isn't a one-and-done thing. Markets change. Customer behavior changes. You need feedback loops. You need to monitor performance, and you need to keep refining and updating your data to ensure your AI models stay relevant and keep delivering maximum profit over time.
We've touched on challenges, but let's circle back. As people try to scale AI, what are the really critical hurdles that stop projects from succeeding, and how do you build that essential trust?
Tanner's blueprint definitely doesn't shy away from the difficulties. A big focus is on mitigating real-world risks. This means having strong data governance policies, rules for how data is handled, stored, protected. It means rigorously testing and validating your AI models before deploying them to catch potential biases or critical errors that could cost you money or damage your reputation.
So quality control for AI.
Exactly. And robust cybersecurity is non-negotiable. Then there's the trust factor, which is crucial for adoption and long-term profitability. Part of building trust is ensuring ethical AI practices. That means striving for transparency, making it clear how the AI works, what data it uses. It means fairness, actively working to reduce bias in your models, maybe by using diverse data or specific algorithmic techniques. And clear accountability, who is responsible if the AI makes a mistake?
And making it understandable. Right, explainability.
Yes, explainability is huge for trust. If users, whether they're customers or employees, can understand why an AI made a certain recommendation or decision, they're much more likely to trust and use it. User-centric design, building AI tools that are actually easy and helpful for people to use is also vital. And clear communication about what the AI can and cannot do manages expectations.
And the legal side again.
Always. Navigating the regulatory landscape is critical. Keeping up with data protection laws, understanding intellectual property rights related to AI creations, figuring out liability. These aren't optional extras. They're essential for any sustainable, profitable AI venture.
Okay, let's look ahead then. What does the future hold? What emerging trends should people be watching? And what's the sort of visionary take from the book on where the profitable opportunities might lie next?
The future picture painted in the AI profit blueprint is definitely dynamic. We're going to see ongoing breakthroughs in those core areas: deep learning, reinforcement learning, NLP, computer vision, enabling AI to tackle even more complex problems. This will fuel novel applications and innovations across almost every sector imaginable. Think AI optimizing crop yields in agriculture with incredible precision, or optimizing energy grids for massive savings.
Autonomous vehicles becoming mainstream.
That's a big part of it, transforming transportation and logistics. And entertainment AI, generating interactive content, creating hyper-personalized virtual reality experiences. Entirely new markets opening up. The book also points to emerging markets globally. Places like Asia, Africa, Latin America, the Middle East, they're rapidly adopting AI, presenting unique challenges but also huge growth opportunities for companies that understand the local context.
So it's not just a Western phenomenon.
Not at all. It's global. And the visionary perspective really wraps it up by acknowledging the broader societal shifts. Yes, there's huge profit potential, but we also need to think about managing job displacement caused by automation, addressing the digital divide so everyone can benefit, staying vigilant about algorithmic bias. The call is really for responsible AI development, building a future where AI's profit potential is harnessed in a way that's sustainable and benefits society broadly.
Which brings us right back to that really important question to think about. As AI keeps evolving so fast, how can you, the listener, make sure that your involvement with this tech not only generates profit, but actually contributes positively, helps build a more equitable, innovative future for everyone? It's definitely a balancing act, a complex one, but something we all need to consider. Well, that brings us to the end of our deep dive today into the AI profit blueprint. We've really covered a lot of ground from uh, the basics of what AI is, its history, how it's impacting industries, to the practical ways you can actually generate income with it, and those critical ethical and practical points for making it work long term.
Yeah, it's really clear, I think, that AI isn't just some future tech trend anymore. It's here, it's driving innovation right now, and it's a genuinely powerful tool for anyone ready to understand it and apply it strategically to create value and, yes, profit.
Absolutely. And like, if you are curious, if you want to explore this amazing world of AI more deeply, maybe learn about specific tools, specific strategies, like the ones we've talked about for making money with AI, we definitely encourage you to visit easymasterai.com. That's EASYMASTERAI.com. Go dive in, discover what's possible for you with AI. We really hope this deep dive gave you a solid head start on that journey. Until next time, keep learning.